So Nintendo finally gave us our first look at the Super Mario movie from Illumination, and wow, there's a lot to unpack here. First things first, if you're new, go ahead and like this video if you enjoy, and subscribe so you don't miss any other gaming news updates and fun content. I usually like to keep these news videos to about one a week, but it was just too good not to cover as soon as I could. So first impressions here are pretty positive. There was so much crammed into this one image. The Mushroom Kingdom here looks full of life and color and really invokes a fun, whimsical video game world. Unlike whatever the hell this was. The immediate focal point is the man himself, Mario. I can't help but notice, where's the cake, man? Y'all nerf my boy. This is almost as bad as Wario in Mario Kart 8, but besides that, I'm digging the look. The only major change is his somewhat realistic hair instead of being, more clumped together. There's a realistic texture to all the fabric and denim and detailed seam lines that remind me of the Brawl look, just with the colors a bit more saturated. We still don't get a look at his face, but judging by the design of the rest of the character and all the other characters shown here, I don't think it's going to be much of a departure from the character we all know and love. Speaking of the other characters, there are a ton of Toads here, including Keegan-Michael Key's Toad to the left. And he's wearing his Captain Toad Treasure Hunter backpack. It almost looks like Toad is guiding Mario, showing him around the Mushroom Kingdom. All the Toads look great, and I can't wait to see these little guys in motion. Illumination has a pretty mediocre track record as far as I'm concerned regarding the actual quality of their animation. Their designs can be very interesting or striking and unique, but their animation, be it smooth, professional, and polished, just lacks character for me. There seems to be very little give and expression conveyed through their models, and I really hope that doesn't extend to this film here. From what I can see of the Toads, they look very expressive and organic, and aren't just solid beans with scampering arms and legs. Thank God they did not minionize them, but I can't be 100% convinced until I see them in movement. I can't see Nintendo letting Illumination run free with their property at all, and I'm sure they have guided every decision in the design of these characters all the way down to the way that they move. So I'm not too worried, but in today's world, I cannot let myself get too hopeful. Off to the left behind Toad, we have an antique shop full of 8-bit Mario goodies. Even the sign is Mario's mallet from Donkey Kong. We've got P-switches, barrels, a Mario 3 chest, and what looks to me like a Yoshi egg in a glass case in the back there. Off to the right, we've got what looks like a little vegetable market with a purple Toad with a Cheep in a plastic bag, county fair style. There's gotta be some sort of law against that. You've also got some Bitty Buds marching along here, and they all look fantastic. Now, at this point, things get noisy. There's another Mario 3 chest on a sign up here, a Cheep and a Spiny Cheep on the sign back here, a bakery, mushroom houses everywhere, some oak planks from Minecraft, and an absolutely crazy network of colored pipes, presumably for travel, all over the cliff face. This is such a neat visual addition instead of just having them underground. It's a bit noisy for my tastes, but the world building is really cool. Reminds me of the Futurama tubes. A really smart use of the classic Mario pipes to breathe life into this world. Super neat. As we move up the mountain here, it gets harder and harder to work out specific details until we get to Peach's castle, looming over the whole town, looking very much like it did in Mario Odyssey, but with some simplified geometry, evoking a bit of Super Mario 64. You can even make out the stained glass window of Peach. I love the way that this castle looks, surrounded by these floating islands that look like they are straight out of a Mario Galaxy or Mario Odyssey level. The mountain that this castle sits on looks like the big rounded eyeball hills from Mario 3, just lacking eyeballs. I sure hope there's a callback somewhere in this movie about the hills having eyes. So even though there is so much shown in this poster, there is still a whole lot left to see. Let me know in the comments if you guys noticed anything here that I missed, but for now, we'll have to wait for the official Nintendo Direct tomorrow at 1:05 p.m. Pacific Time or 4:05 here Eastern Time to see the full-length first trailer. We will absolutely break that down in the next episode of Nostalgic Network News next week. Are you guys excited for this movie? Let me know, because I was kind of apathetic for it. I thought Charlie Day as Luigi was really fun, but everything else just sort of confused me. This poster has got me pretty excited. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.